Hello guys, welcome to a new video, and in this video what we're going to do is we're going to configure a prefix list so we can deny access and allow access to some other networks from EIGRP. So we are going to configure these two routers with EIGRP to form a neighbor relationship, and then I'm going to add this um, I'm going to add this network for EIGRP on router 2, and then I'm going to deny or allow any of the networks over here from router 1 coming into router 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with this video. uh, so what we first need to do is let's just move this over here so you guys can see it better, and let's start with, let's just close this tab, router 1, it's config t, and let's give it a host name so we can know which one they are, and then let's go ahead to interface gigabit 0/0. Let's configure the IP address 172.116.1.2. Actually, it's going to be 1.1.2, and this is going to be /30, which is 252. Let's give it a no shutdown over here. Great. Now let's go ahead to router EIGRP, and I'm total system 1. Let's just do an auto summary, and let's configure the network, which is 72.16.1.0. Wildcard max of 3 because it's equal to /30 or 252, right? So that's good. Now let's go ahead to router 2. Um, let's do the config t. Let's give it a host name so we know which one it is. After this, let's go ahead to the interface gigabit 00, 172.16.1.1, 252. Let's just do the no shutdown. And then after I do that, let's go ahead and exit and configure the loopback address 0. And this networks over here is going to be are going to be assigned to loopback addresses. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. IP address 192.168.10.1/24, and let's go ahead to loopback 1 and configure the other one, which is 9.1/24. Let's go ahead to loopback 2 and configure 9. Actually, let's give it an 8. This one is going to be 8, right? Let's go ahead and do that. Console 8.1, and this one is going to be /30, 252. Then loop back 3, and this one is going to be IP address 10.10.10. Dot, yeah, 24/30, which is 252. Bad match for it, so let's go ahead and do, let me see, 4, 8, 4, 8, 12, 16, 24. So let's do 25. There we go. Because the 24s will be the subnet mask. Oh, it will be the network IP address, right? So you're not supposed to be touching that. Let's go to IP loopback 4. Let's do IP address of 20.20.20 1/24, which is 255.255.255.0. And now let's go ahead to configure those EIGRP autonomous system 1. And the first network that I want to add is going to be the 172.16.1.0, which is the interface, and that should give me a, there we go, neighbor relationship. And to confirm that, you can do a do show IP EIGRP neighbor, um, and there it is. You can see that we have the network 172.16.1.2, which is router 1. And if we go over here, do show IP EIGRP neighbor, you see that we have the neighbor 172.16.1.1, which is router 2. Okay. Now let's go ahead and add the loopback addresses, because if you go to router 1 and show IP route, you don't see any routes to any of these networks. So let's go ahead and add it to EIGRP. The first network that we're going to add is going to be the first one, 192.168.10.0, and it's /24, 255, and then let's add the 9 network, which is a /24 as well. And then let's just add the 8, what was it, 8.12 network, and this one is going to be, actually, it's going to be 12.3, and then let's add the network 10.10.10.24, and this one is a 3.252, and then it's that network 20.20.20.0/24 /24, so it's 255. Sorry for that. Okay, so now if you go to router 1 and you do show IP route, you can see that we have route to the 20 network, to the 10 network, to the 192 network, the 9, and the 10 network. So what I want to do is I want to configure prefix list on router 1, and I want to deny some of the network. And the first one that I want to deny is 192.168.9.0/24 network. So let's go do IP prefix list. And if you do a question mark, it should tell you what you want to name it. And I want to name it, let's just say Cisco on capital. And then after that, it tells you what do you want to do. You want to permit, deny. I want to permit. And what do I want to permit? I want to permit 192.168.10.0 network /24. And this one, it gives you, if you want to do it greater or equal to or less than equal to, we are not going to do that because we want to match it exactly the way it is. Right? Let me take a look at this to verify. Okay, yep. So this is good. Now let's go ahead to do another one, and it's going to be the same prefix list, Cisco one. And what I want to do is I want to deny 192.168.9.0 network. And then the next one that I want to do is I want to allow the 192.168.8.12 network. So the 8.12 network /30. You can do it like this. Oh, you can also do a less than equal to, let me see. Okay, so let's just do 30. And then after that, what you can do is greater or equal to 32. So what we're going to do is we're going to deny the network 192.168.8.12 from the 30 all the way to the 32. Okay, great. Actually, I was supposed to, I wanted to allow it, so let's just do no, and then this, let's do over here. I want to allow that network, not allow, but permit. There we go. And the other one that I want to permit is going to be the .10 network, which is 10.10.10.10 or .0/24, and I want to allow it all the way to less than equal to 32. So what is going to happen is it's going to allow any network from the 10.10.10 all the way from the /24 to the /32. And then the last one that I want to do is the 20 network. And the 10 network I want to deny. So let's go ahead and deny 20.20.20.0/24, and we're going to do the same. has the 10 network that we permit from less than equal to 32. There we go. So now if we, I believe we have to go to interface gigabits/0 IP. Let me see. I forgot how do you supposed to do it. Okay, so you're supposed to. Okay, so the way that you do it, you don't have to go to the interface. You have to go to EIGRP because that's where you are going to deny, right? So EIGRP, Autonomous System 1, and then from here, you need to add it to the interface. So let's go ahead and say um, this distribute list, and then it's going to ask you what is it that you want to do. You want to do a prefix, and what's the name of the prefix? Cisco, all in capital. If it's not in capital, it's not going to work. Now, how do you want to apply? You want to apply it going out of your router or into your router? Well, it's coming in because it's coming from router 2. So let's just do in, and in from what interface is it coming in, right? It's coming in from gigabit 00. So let's go to gigabit 0/0. Enter. And now if we do n, show IP route, um, and there we go. Now it is syncing again. So now, as you can see, before it synced, I was able to get the 20 network um, and the 9 network. I was able to get it, but since I deny it, remember I denied the 9 network and the 20 network, so I denied these two, and after it resynced, as you can see right here, I got this log that it resynced. Now I do a show IP route, and I'm denying these two network, the 192.168.9 network and the 2020/24 network. I'm denying it, and you can verify this by doing a show. It's a show IP prefix, I believe, prefix list. And you can see right here what I have configured. You can see that the first one that I configured was to permit the 192 network, 192.168.10 network, and then the next one was denying the 192.168.9 network /24, and then I did a permit the 192.168.8.12 network, the 10.10.10 network. I permitted, and then I denied the 20.20 .0/24 network, and that's why they're not appearing in this routing table. Okay, and let me see what other ones you can do. Show the detail. If we show the detail, you can see the count, how many times they have denied it for coming into my router. You can see that the hit count for this one is 1, 2. This one it hasn't come in, and this one 1, and this other one 2. Okay, and let me see what other show commands you can do. And if you just do a show IP prefix list, and if you do Cisco, it's going to show you that a specific prefix list. But since I only have one, it's only showing one, right? And the other one that you can do, you can just do a summary of it, and the summary gives you the count, which is 5, and that means that we have 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 configure. 3 entries, 5 sequences, right? Um, and the ref count. Okay, so this is how you configure a prefix list. This is for the CCNP XM, and you cannot do this on packet tracer. I'm sorry for that. You have to use GNS3 or ifng or Cisco Vero, whatever it's called. And this is it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. And also, if you have a Twitter account, hey, you can just go ahead and follow me on Twitter, right? At CCNA Daily Tips, right here. Go ahead and follow me at CCNA Daily Tips if you have a Twitter account. If you don't have a Twitter account, go ahead and create one and then follow me. Okay, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.